Savat, welcome to this edition of DURKO's Notebook for the 2025 Canadian Grand Prix. Wasn't the most exciting race, but there was a twist. Anyway, got a lot to talk about. Pull up a pew, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. You wouldn't fucking read about it. So we've again returned to the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve outside Montreal, and without question, it's one of the best circuits on the calendar, I believe. It's always been a challenging race and very technical, hard circuit to drive, unless you, of course, Danica Patrick, who offers her opinion that it's a piece of piss. But anyway, her opinion doesn't count for much. It was an interesting weekend for Williams. They turned up with a new self-detonating aero package that they tried on Albon's car, which didn't, of course, work for them. And the only other thing that really happened all weekend was, of course, the end of the race. Not the most exciting race. Usually Canada is renowned for its safety car coming to spice things up a bit and completely throw things around. Admittedly, Pirelli did turn up with the C6 as the soft for the first time ever. And I think maybe they were playing a bit of a head game, trying to get in the mind of the team strategist to screw with them, because the C6 just got chewed out, and obviously the C5 as the medium for this year was the better tyre choice, but all drivers were complaining they were just chewing the tyres out. But of course the one big incident was the two McLarens coming together right at the end of the race. And I was talking to mate Matt Chisholm today over the phone about it, and we both agreed that it was interesting that as Lando really started to show cracks from Piastri getting into his headspace, because it was a dumb move by Lando to try and go around Piastri down that side of the pit wall, which obviously failed for him, and he took full encumbrance for it and took full self-blame. But it was costly for the team because they could have had another podium, another trophy to stick in the cabinet, but that wasn't to be. And it's the first time this season so far that the McLaren hasn't finished on the podium. So I think if it comes to it at the end of the day and Lando does lose the Drivers' Championship to Oscar, he's going to look back on this race in Canada and say, well, I cost it all by myself, all by my own doing, of course, in making that decision to try and get around Oscar down there. It is, of course, a reminder of the McLarens back years ago with Button and Hamilton. But, yeah, that was another incident in itself. But this one is completely different in that I think Oscar has got the stronger drive. I mean, I think he was asleep at the wheel for some of this weekend, or most of it, like he was in Imola. He just wasn't switched on, wasn't there. Lights are on, driveway doesn't go all the way to the street, whatever term you want to use. But he just wasn't all there. I mean, Mercedes turned up and just pounced, obviously, with George Russell taking the win, and full credit to him for that. So, and you know, Antonelli getting his first podium in car 12, another great result for the young Italian kid. So that's about it. A bit of a strange weekend. I was expecting more for the Canadian Grand Prix, but we weren't, suffice to say, witnesses to it. So hopefully in 2 weeks' time when we go to the Red Bull Ring, it's going to be another interesting race because I love that circuit. It's just a glorified go-kart track, and we'll just have to wait and see how many times drivers get breached for going outside the track limits. Until then, I'll say thanks for watching, and I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Bye-bye.